and his first thought is to threaten her life. But the donkey wasn't done. She replied calmly, with a logic that her master was clearly lacking. She said, "Am I not your own donkey, which you have always ridden, to this very day? Have I ever been in the habit of doing this to you?" Her words cut through his rage. She was right. She had been his loyal companion for years. She had carried him countless miles without ever causing trouble. This behavior was completely out of character. For the first time, a flicker of understanding might have crossed Balaam's mind. He had to admit the truth. He replied, almost begrudgingly, "No." And in that very instant, as the truth of the donkey's words settled in, the Lord opened Balaam's eyes. Suddenly, he saw it. Standing right there in the road, exactly where his donkey had seen him all along, was the angel of the Lord, with his sword drawn and ready. The sight was so overwhelming, so terrifying, that Balaam immediately fell to the ground, bowing his face in the dust. The pride, the anger, the ambition, it all vanished in a wave of pure awe and fear. The angel of the Lord then spoke to him, his voice filled with authority. "Why have you beaten your donkey these 3 times? I have come here to oppose you because your path is a reckless one before me." The angel's words were a sharp rebuke. He revealed that if the donkey had not turned away from him those 3 times, he would have struck Balaam dead and spared the animal. The very donkey that Balaam had beaten and cursed was the instrument of his salvation. She had more spiritual insight than the great seer himself. She saw the danger he was blind to and acted to save his life, enduring his wrath in the process. Balaam was humbled. He confessed his sin, saying, "I have sinned. I did not realize you were standing in the road to oppose me. Now, if you are displeased, I will go back." But the angel had a different plan. He gave Balaam his final instructions, echoing the original command from God. "Go with the men, but you are to say only what I tell you." The journey could continue, but the lesson had been learned in the most unforgettable way possible. Balaam now understood that he was not in control. His mission was not to serve King Balak or to gain wealth, but to be a mouthpiece for God himself. And so Balaam got up, no doubt with a newfound respect for his donkey, and continued on his journey. He went to meet King Balak, but he was a changed man. He had learned a powerful lesson on that road, that God can speak through the most unexpected of messengers. And that true sight isn't about what you can see with your eyes, but what you can perceive with your heart. The story of Balaam's talking donkey reminds us to pay attention, to look beyond the surface, and to remember that sometimes the humblest among us see things the most clearly. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you